The Adventures of Nicky. Ah, nice road. I like this road. This is probably my favorite road to go walk down. Takes me a while to get out here, probably like a 30-minute, 40-minute walk. But it's worth it. The scenery is really nice. Got all this fields, farms. It's just really nice. I don't know. Been walking a lot lately. Got nothing else to do. Fucking hot today again. Fucking 100 degrees. But thank God it ain't as humid and there's a nice breeze. So I'm actually sweating less than I was yesterday. Ended up going swimming yesterday. Got attacked by a fucking crawfish. Bit my toe. With its like fucking pinchers. Fuckers like Zoidberg, you know? Like, fucking biting my ass. Fucking kicked it out of the water. And I was in the river, so like, there's a pretty good, it's a strong stream, like, current, but it's not that deep. It's like up to like my chest. And when it bit me, I flung my legs up, you know? And I fucking got dragged by the stream, by the river, a bit. And I ended up like around the corner, like, cause it curved. I don't know, I thought that was kind of funny. But I'm gonna tell some stories while I walk here. First story takes place way back when I was in 9th grade. And me and my buddies, we'd always smoke after school, you know. And by our house, there's like train tracks, you know. And on these train tracks, like next to them, they like go over a river. And there's an old factory there. Anywho, we were on the fucking, we went on the roof of the fucking factory because like the roof of the factory went up to the bridge so you could just jump on it. I don't know if that makes sense, but kind of does. I don't know, but we were smoking up there. It was me, this one friend, we're just gonna call him Mikey. He's cool. And another kid, which we're gonna call Cookie Monster. Cause, okay, let's do a little background about Cookie Monster here. Cookie Monster was a fucking weirdo. I think he is now, still, I don't know, I haven't talked to him. He would wear a fucking, like, onesie pajamas at school all the time, every day. And his favorite one was the Cookie Monster. And I swear to fucking God, this fucking kid, he would fucking wear this Cookie Monster outfit every other day. And the days he wasn't wearing the Cookie Monster outfit, he was dressed as one of the fucking minions from Despicable Me. Yeah. I don't even know why we hung out with this kid. I think we just did because, like, he'd give us cigarettes and shit, and he was older, you know? He was like 18 and we were like 15. And like, he'd buy us cigarettes and shit. But anyhow, we were on this fucking roof. And I brought my pipe. My brother's pipe, actually. I was borrowing it. And I had my bike up there. I dragged my bike up on the roof with me because I'd ride it home from school. And this fucking bike, dude. And we're smoking, you know. And this fucking, like, kid like a year or two younger than me, you know, like a middle schooler. All right, he comes up, walks up there, and what are you guys doing? We're like, nothing. Get out of here, you fucking child, you know. And this kid fucking pulls out some weed of his own. And we were like, holy shit, okay. And we ended up smoking with this kid on this roof. And kids walking home from school must have saw us or some shit, because a little while later we hear, halt, what the fuck's that, you know? We look back, there's a fucking cop climbing up on this roof after us, and I didn't know what to do. I had the weed. The one kid that was with us, he just jumped off the fucking side of the roof, which, like, the higher part was probably like 10 feet, and just ran in the woods. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if he got away or what. Never really talked to him again. But Me, Cookie Monster, and Mikey, we didn't know what to do. So we ran around the other side of the roof, and the cop must have thought we were gonna jump off like the 20-foot high part, and he ran around. We fucking juked his ass. We weren't gonna fucking jump from that high, fucking on crack. We were just a bunch of little fucking stoners. So when he ran around, we ran off the way we came on and just booked shit across the tracks. But I realized, oh fuck, I have my bike. I can't carry this fucking thing and run from the cop. And I also, back it up a bit, I had my weed on the roof under like an old duct, like air duct or some shit, you know. And I hid it under there. And when I was running with my bike, I was like, well, where the fuck am I gonna put this? So I threw it down in the bushes in the woods. Fucking hope no one found it. And then we fucking ran off. And a little while away, we went to my buddy's house. We call him Caveman, because he's this like chubby fucker. And he lives in his basement all the time. Like, he never leaves his basement. He'd go to school and then go in his basement and do drugs practically. That's what he would do. So we called him Caveman because he always had like a nasty beard and shit. I still hang out with him. He's not as caveman-y anymore. But we fucking hung out there, and I was like, well shit, I need to get my fucking bike and my weed. Like, I really need that, you know. I don't, especially my bike. That was like a $400 bike. Like, I bought it for $400, but it was used from my friend, and he paid like $700 for this fucking thing. So I wasn't gonna lose that fucking bike. And if they found it, it had my name on it because it was registered in my name. So I was like, fuck, I hope they didn't get it, you know. And I fucking do some fucking Rambo shit. I start crawling out there, you know. Fucking cross the tracks, and I think the cops are gone. And I sneak up on the roof, grab my pipe and weed. It was still there, thank God. And then I'm like, oh shit, where's my bike? Because I was in a hurry and I just whipped it. Then I had to climb down. And while I was climbing down, I noticed that there were still cops there. There was like 4 of them. And they were talking to some kids that must have been walking by, you know, on their way home from school like us. That's when we smoked. And fucking, I had to sneak behind these fucking cops and these kids. They were talking. And fucking get my bike, because I saw it and it was not that far from them. It was probably like 30 feet away, you know. It was in the woods, and they were right outside the woods, like in the entrance, you know, on the sidewalk. I had to fucking stealth that shit, grab my bike, and then I tripped. And of course the cop heard it. They heard it, and they were yelling stop again. This time I wasn't gonna leave my bike. I was like, fuck it, I got the weed in my pocket, the pipe, I need to get the fuck out of Dodge. And I booked shit. I was booking up the hill, and crossed the train tracks again, and I jumped on my bike, and I fucking pedaled to the metal, fucking hardcore all the way home. And somehow I got away with it, kinda. It's funny because the kids that the cops talked to, the only person in our group that the kids recognized was my buddy Mikey. Which is, I don't understand how the fuck they understood, like, that was the kid they fucking recognized when there's a fucking kid in a Cookie Monster outfit. Like, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? There's a kid in a Cookie Monster outfit, yeah, they don't know who the fuck that is. Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me? He goes to school every fucking day. Damn near every day wearing that fucking outfit. Alright? And they didn't realize that it was that kid. I don't know, I think it's pretty stupid. But a couple months down the line, me and my buddy Mikey walking down the road, and fucking cop stops us, and he's like, I need to talk to you. And he looks at my friend. He's like, what the fuck do you want? Because he's an asshole. Like, he used to be a complete prick to cops. No respect for authority. And they were like, well, we want to talk to you about the fucking time you ran from us. And he didn't even recognize me. I'm surprised. You know, I had a fucking big ass bike. They recognized the kid that looked like the least suspicious. You know, that's the kid that they recognized, which sucks. But, you know, they're talking to him and they're like, we know it was you, just admit to it. And he was like, fuck you. You know, it was months down the line. He was like, fuck you, you have no proof. And sure enough, cop ended up leaving us alone. That was a doozy, a close one. Another story was this fucking one time, which is kind of related, has to do with the same two kids, Mikey and Cookie Monster. And we were dumb kids, alright? I was a bad kid. Like, I would go out of the house and just raise hell, because we lived in a small town and there's nothing to do. And we'd fucking car shop. Don't ever do this is horrible. But you pretty much go up to cars and steal shit. It was never nothing big, it was always like fucking change. Not even fucking around, we'd only steal change and then go cash it in at the fucking, you know, like the coin machine at the bank, and then go buy weed. You know, that's what we'd do. You know, we'd steal people's spare change. But anyway, they always made me the one that went in the car, and they would watch look out. The reason why I'm doing that, because them fuckers only looked out for themselves. And I fucking found the change, you know, and in this one black car, and I'm sitting there, you know, I'm fucking counting up the change, putting it in my bag, and I get out of the car, close it, and I turn around. This big fucking dude's just sitting there, and he's pissed. I can tell right away, he's fucking livid. Fucking grabs me by the throat, fucking pushes me up against the car, and like, you stealing from me, motherfucker? You stealing from me? I'm gonna fucking kill you. And he's fucking choking me out. Like, I was like fucking gasping for breath. My friends, when they saw him, they dipped. They just ran. They didn't even tell me. Like, oh, there's someone coming. Nope, they just let this fucker choke the shit out of me. And I thought he was gonna kill me. Probably would have too, to be honest. This dude was choking me for a good like 30 seconds, like hard. Like, my whole face was purple and shit. And I just started punching him in the face, like just wailing, you know, just get him off me. And he finally fucking dropped me. And he tried to grab me again, and I just booked. And I'm running down this alleyway. And I'm thinking I'm getting away. And then I hear, get them, boys. This fucker had like 3 pit bulls. And I just hear, ruff, ruff, ruff. And these fuckers are chasing me down the road and down the alleyway. And I get out of the alleyway, and my buddies are waiting on the other side, and I'm like, you guys better fucking run, or else you're gonna get mauled. There's 3 of these dogs, and there's 3 of us, you know, there's one for each of us to eat our ass. And we're fucking booking shit, jumping over fences and shit to get away. And we finally make it back to the fucking Cookie Monster's apartment, and fucking counted up our change. We were like, oh, well, that was crazy. And that was the last time I ever did it, or any of us, really. I looked at them and I was like, never again. I learned my fucking lesson, you know. I'm done being a piece of shit. And I only did that twice. Like, really twice. Maybe 3 times, I'm not sure. But fucking counted up our change. We only had $15 fucking in change. It was not worth it, dude. It was not worth nearly losing my fucking life for, you know. Getting choked nearly to death for 15 measly fucking dollars, you know. But whatever. We go back, you know, to the fucking coin machine the next day, and it's Thanksgiving. Now Mikey and Cookie Monster had nothing going on for Thanksgiving. Like, my house was the house that all the kids would hang out at and do drugs, pretty much. Not really drugs, just weed, and, you know, occasionally we'd drop acid or some shit. But we're fucking sitting there, and, you know, we fucking get our money from the coin machine, go back to my place. My stepmom's cooking dinner, you know. Fucking Thanksgiving dinner. She said it was fine that they all stayed, and that was cool. Go down in the basement where me and my brother lived. Which, funny fact about that, my older brother had the tiny bed and I had the big ass bed. The reason for that was, well, I'm the one who found the bed. I found it off the side of the road. And he was always pissed about that. He's like, oh, even though you found it, you gotta give it to me. And I was always like, fuck you. And I even like went and got a mattress for it and everything. Found a mattress for it. And it was like a king size. And he had like a full, you know. And he was always pissed about that. But anyway, we were fucking in the basement. We were trying to find some weed, you know. And we're hitting up dudes all day just for this little 15 sack. And most of them are like, no, dude, it's Thanksgiving. Fuck you, you know. And my one friend hits us up. And we're just gonna call him. Fuck. James. Alright? James shows up. And he fucking is like, alright, we gotta go pick it up. So we jump in the car and we're going to pick up this weed. And fucking we end up, you know, finding it in like one town over. It's like a 20-minute drive. And we're on our way back. And this bitch is following us, and we think that she was following us for a while, you know. It was like a red car. And she must have like, I don't know. I'm guessing it's because he was a dumbass driver. James liked to fucking squeal his tires, you know, run stoplights and shit. And I think she was trying to fucking find, you know, get his fucking, find out where he lives or whatever, you know, to bitch at him. So this fucker, straight up, just like fucking, it's like, oh, I'm gonna outrun her. Starts fucking like whipping shitties around corners and shit. And we fucking lost her. I don't know how. This bitch was on us. She was like, I'm not gonna let you get away. Putting her pedal, you know, putting her foot to the metal, you know. And we ended up getting back to my house. I made him park around the corner though, because I didn't want him fucking, you know, if she found the car, you know, trace it back to my place. But we go in the basement, and it's just a 15 bag, and it's between my brother, me, Mikey, Cookie Monster, and James. Yeah. And we didn't have a pipe, so we built this fucking nasty ass contraption called a fall with a fucking bottle, you know, like a water bottle, and then you take like a socket for like, you know, like a wrench socket, and you put it in, you know, you melt it and put it on the cap. And my brother, being the fucking little fucking scientist type dude he is all like, alright bro, we need to make sure we each get the same amount in hits, you know. And he's fucking pulling out a scale, and he sat there for goddamn near 30 fucking minutes, you know, trying to find the perfect amount, you know, for us all. And he did. We ended up each getting 2 large hits out of the fucking fall, which at that time fucked us up, you know. We were fucking chopped. The walls were all wavy. Everything was all fucking tunnel visioned. And we started going mayhem in the basement, which we used to do all the time. We'd take sticks and just beat the shit out of each other. And fucking Cookie Monster, this is one of the last times, this is probably the last time I hung out with him because of this one fucking reason. He grabs my fucking, oh, I'm so pissed about this still to this day. I had a pimp cane. My dad's an iron worker, and one of his iron worker friends was like, hey, look what I got, it's a pimp cane, which, you know, cool. And he gave it to him, and my dad would always give me shit. And he gave me the fucking pimp cane. Cookie Monster grabs the pimp cane, smacks it on my back, and it snaps. It fucking snapped. That fucker snapped my pimp cane. I was pissed. I was fucking livid about that, you know. That's some bullshit. I really liked that pimp cane. It was really cool. It's not like I was using it to get no hoes, but, you know, it was fucking cool. And, you know, whatever. And my stepmom yells downstairs, oh, it's time to eat. Oh, cool shit. We all go upstairs. You know, we're all like, hell yeah, we're gonna get fucked up. Fucking on food, you know, we're gonna go ham. And I was fucking chopped. I was too high for that. And I see the turkey. And then she was like taking her time, getting the fucking, you know, knives and shit so we could, you know, cut it and then give it to us. I wasn't having that. I just grabbed my fucking hand, gripped the fucking turkey and started ripping meat out like a fucking savage. And fucking putting it on my plate. And my fucking stepsister's just sitting there wide-eyed like, what the fuck? The turkey! You know, all pissed. And then I look at the fucking stuffing, and I'm like, I ain't waiting for a spoon. Wham! I fucking put my hand in the stuffing, and I'm just fucking laughing the entire time. Hysterical. Like, you know when you first get high? Like, the first few years you're getting high. Like, first while, like, year or so of you getting high, you get super baked. Like, beyond fucking belief. Chopped. Well, that's how I was. Turn around now. I was beyond chopped. I was so fucking high. And I just started fucking putting the shit on my plate. And then I just started eating it like a fucking savage. And my stepmom walks in, she's like, what the fuck? And I'm just laughing. I'm like choking on the food, laughing. And, you know, she actually didn't seem to care that much, which is surprising, because she was a bitch. She could be anyway. But she actually didn't mind, so cool on her. But we're eating the shit. And we go down back in the basement. And our one buddy, James, yeah, that's the name I gave him. He didn't want to go up there because he was too high. And he was laying on my bed. And this fucker's all mumbling. Like, he sounded like the dude from fucking King of the Hill. That's always like, yeah, man, yeah, man. You know, like, he sounded like one of them Cajun fuckers. You know, like from Joe Dirt. Like, I like to see homos naked. What, you like to see homos naked? You know, that movie. And that's what he sounded like. He sounded just like that guy. Sounded like he was out of the bayou. And fucking the whole night I was trying to get him to go home because he was just too high to go home and drive. Finally he goes home, we pass out. Fucking good night, man. That's the end of the story. But yeah, third story. Third and last. Actually, no, I don't got another one. I'm too tired. Maybe I'll add it on, you know, edit it in if I figure it out. But yeah, I'm one of the stories. Peace out, bitch.